Hello everyone, it's TK and I'm back with our July the 10th devotional entitled The Faith of Abraham Part 1. Our verse for today is taken from Genesis 22 verse 2. Take now your son, only your son Isaac whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains which I shall tell you. Abraham was 120 years old when this terrible and startling command came to him in a vision of the night. He was to travel 3 days' journey and would have ample time for reflection. 50 years previous, at the divine command, he had left father and mother, relatives and friends, and had become a pilgrim and stranger in a land not his own. He had obeyed the command of God to send away his son Ishmael to wander in the wilderness. His soul was bowed down with grief at this separation, and yet his faith was sorely tried, and yet he submitted because God required it. Abraham was tempted to believe that after all, this might be a delusion. Stricken with grief, he bowed before God and prayed as never before for a confirmation of this strange commandment. For greater light he must perform this terrible duty. He remembered that angels sent to tell him of God's purpose to destroy Sodom, and those who brought him the promise that he should have this same son Isaac. He finally awakened Isaac softly, informing him that he was commanded to God to offer sacrifice upon a distant mountain, and that he must accompany him. He called his servants and made every necessary preparation for his long journey. If he could unburden his mind to Sarah and they together bear the suffering and responsibility, it might bring him some relief, but he decided that this would not do, for her heart was bound up in her son, and she might hinder him. He went forth on his journey with Satan by his side to suggest unbelief and impossibility. The journey of the third day is commenced. Abraham lifts his eyes to the mountains, and upon one he beholds the promised sign. He looks earnestly, and lo, a bright cloud hovered over the top of Mount Moriah. He was yet a great distance from the mountain, but he removed the burden from the shoulders of his servants and bade them remain behind while he placed the wood upon the shoulders of his son, and himself took the knife and fire. Signs of the Times, April the 1st, 1875. I hope that this was enough to carry you through your day. Remember to join us tomorrow. Goodbye.